Monday Night Raw takes a trip across the pond tonight as we get closer and closer to Clash of Champions. We are sold out tonight at the O2 Arena in London for perhaps the biggest episode of Monday Night Raw we've had here on Universe Mode. Tonight, we'll have a huge triple threat match to determine the number one contender at the WWE Championship. It will be Matt Riddle, Drew McIntyre, and Ricochet. One of these men will face Kevin Owens at Clash of Champions. But also tonight, the women's get their huge number one contenders match as well. Ember Moon, Charlotte Flair, and Asuka all battle for a chance to face WWE Women's Champion Shayna Baszler at Clash of Champions. Also tonight, Rhea Ripley, the Nightmare, finally gets to confront Bayley after Bayley made her huge comeback at Extreme Rules. She finally goes one-on-one with Rhea Ripley Raw tonight, and we are kicking things off with one of the most anticipated matches in WWE history. First time ever, right here in the United Kingdom. Walter, the Ring General, versus the WWE Champion, Kevin Owens. And ladies and gentlemen, that match is next. Let me tell you, London is buzzing about this one.
The following contest is scheduled for one fall. Making his way to the ring from Marieville, Quebec, Canada, weighing in at 266 pounds, the World Heavyweight Champion, Kevin Owens!
Kevin Owens, ready for perhaps the fight of his life, coming up tonight here in London as he goes one-on-one against the red-hot Ring General, Walter. Sold out tonight in London as we look forward towards Clash of Champions. One little pit stop we'll be making before Survivor Series, the Raw exclusive event. Tonight we'll seal the fate of a couple of champions, including Kevin Owens. But we'll find out his challenger later tonight after this huge match.
And his opponent from Vienna, Austria, weighing in at 297 pounds, Walter!
You know, Walter certainly has made a name for himself, not only here in the United Kingdom, but across all of Europe. The Ring General, a staple in the Germany wrestling scene, before coming over to Monday Night Raw and kicking all of the ass, to put it lightly. You gotta wonder exactly, as Walter makes his way out here, how exactly would we determine a number one contender if Walter were to take the victory here? Let me tell you something, Walter could very well take the victory here tonight. This is the match that the entire United Kingdom has been buzzing about ever since it was announced on social media. It's the reason why some of these people are here tonight at the O2 Arena. A first time ever match. Walter, Kevin Owens, there's the bell, here we go. And just like that, we start things off with Walter dominating this match. I wouldn't expect any less from the Ring General. Capacity crowd tonight here at the O2 Arena in London, as Walter stretches the belly of Kevin Owens. You know, we have a developmental territory here in the United Kingdom, NXT UK, and Walter carried the banner of that division for years before finally heading over to the States to Monday Night Raw. Now we get to come back here to the UK, and Walter has a match with WWE Champion. It speaks volumes to the impression that Walter has left in the WWE Raw roster ever since his arrival after SummerSlam. Walter now slamming Owens right into the canvas. Certainly an interesting move there by Walter as Owens bounces off the corner. Great shot there by Walter. And now Owens looks to bounce back here. Sending Walter into the corner, sets him up on the top rope. And Walter blocks him. Walter now. DDT. Kevin Owens has been WWE Champion since April. He's actually won the WWE Championship twice in 2021. Certainly a very successful year for Kevin Owens. As Walter gets Owens back to his feet. Now Walter! My goodness. Look, Walter just watches Kevin Owens, waits for Kevin Owens to get back to his feet. I don't know how good of an idea that is. As we can see, Owens can bounce back here. Gets Walter right on the ropes. And Walter gets hung to dry there. Kick to the chest by Owens. Big clothesline by WWE Champion. Now here's Owens. Dropping Walter on his knee and then applying the senton. Great flurry of offense by Owens. Who's been trying to bounce back in this match for a while. And now here's Walter. With the shot to the gut of Owens. Owens blocking Walter. Clothesline, down goes Walter. Now Owens repeatedly driving Walter into the mat. That has got to hurt. Going for the super kick. Achieves it. Yeah, at this stage, you know, that I this is very interesting. I went a little quiet there because I am in awe of watching these two wrestle in the ring. First off, first time ever matchup here on Monday Night Raw. We're broadcasting from London, England tonight. Sold out at the O2 Arena. Fans are still buzzing from the SmackDown exclusive Crown Jewel last week. And now Walter, Owens fights back, shot to the face. Owens now on the ropes. Here's Walter. Powerbomb. Slam. Meet in the middle. Sidestep. Walter looks to capitalize here. European uppercut. Owens is reeling. Owens looks to bounce back. And there's the backbreaker by Owens. Now Owens is the one that gets to taunt the WWE Universe. Walter slowly pulling himself back up to his feet. There's Walter. Once again, hung out to dry. And you know, a lot of people are gonna say, because Walter and Owens, they definitely have a size difference. Walter being a more imposing, one could say, but Kevin Owens is no slouch. He's been champion for a better part of 2021. He's a 2021 Royal Rumble winner, for God's sakes. So Owens is holding his own here tonight against Walter, and we're gonna stick with this match, no cuts, because it certainly is an incredible affair, the one we're watching here, as Owens sends Walter over the third rope into the apron. Walter looks to bounce back here. Shot to the midsection of Owens. Turns it into a cover. Shoulders down here. Owens in trouble. The referee on top of this one, and Owens powers out. And Walter now. Owens in the corner. Walter has Owens, the WWE Champion, in a very precarious position on the top rope. Here's Walter with Owens on the top rope. Looking to bring him down, and he does! Owens crashes right to the center of the mat And now Walter is in complete control here, looking to put Owens away. Yes, sir. Walter driving Owens face first. We get a cover. Shoulders down, hooks the leg. Isn't enough. Owens still in it. My goodness, you see Owens barely move his arm. Walter's gonna try again, hooks the leg. And now a more emphatic cover by Owens. You see a more emphatic kick out by Owens. Owens in that first kick out could barely move his arm. Incredible. Now Walter off the top. He lands it, shoulders down, hooks the leg. Isn't enough to put him away and a kick out. Now here's Owens looking to bounce back, sends Walter into the corner. Owens takes a running start. Walter gets taken now with a clothesline. Walter in the corner, Owens snatches into him. Tables off this match looking to be turned here. And Walter says no to Owens. Owens gets tossed around. And very wise of the WWE Champion. He keeps it rolling. He gets out of the ring. Match outside the ring now. Owens. Stunner! Owens hits the stunner. Owens hits the stunner, but Walter sends Owens back. Walter not affected by the stunner. Not only that, but Walter imposes himself, and now both men are down. The adrenaline rush is gone. Walter and Owens are down. Owens is the first one to start moving. Can you believe it? Owens is going for the cover. He puts his hand over Walter, shoulders down. Walter gets the shoulder up. This is unbelievable, absolute scenes here in London. As Owens takes control of this match without being on the offensive. It was Walter, the one that sent Owens flying. But Walter started feeling the effects of that stunner on the outside. Owens got to go for the cover and take control of this match in the process. Did I tell you this was going to be a good match? Owens driving Walter. Neck first into the knee. Owens waiting for Walter to get back to his feet. Goes for it again. Stunner! And off the stunner. Shoulders down. Hooks the leg. Isn't enough to put Walter away. Walter's still in it. Frustration started to set in. Now it's Owens the one that goes for the cover again. Walter's still in it. And Owens now with the flurry of punches, but Walter fires back at Owens. Tries to go for the villain Owens, using his weight to his advantage here. Back and forth we go. Owens sent over the third rope. Walter maybe celebrating a little early here. Now Walter finally sends Owens to the outside. Walter back to the ring, thanks to Owens. Kick to the head of Walter. A massive kick to the head of Walter. And Owens slowly but surely. Walter looking to fire back. Owens fires back. Great shot there by Owens right to the face of Walter. Responding to the referee, telling him that that may not be allowed in this match. But Walter now fires back at Owens, sends him reeling, tries to get him from the waist. But it's Owens, the one that fires back at Walter. Walter now in the corner in a very precarious position as Owens picks him up, sends him shoulder first into the turnbuckle post. Here's Owens digging away at Walter. This is a pay-per-view main event of a match. You're getting it here on Monday Night Raw, live from London. Owens picks up Walter. Drops him right in the center with a Samoan drop. Can you imagine if the WWE Championship were on the line in this one? A lot of people were not expecting this. Owens is getting the best of Walter as Walter looks to fire back at Owens. Walter setting Owens up on the ropes and now over the third rope to the outside. Owens, eyes set on Walter on the outside for the plancha. Beautiful frog splash from the top rope. Oh, and Owens is turning his attention to us. Owens is turning his attention to us. Well, we're going to make some space here as Owens. Undos are now stable. Walter is the one, though, that sends Owens against our table. But now Owens sends Walter back in the ring. Walter now with the abdominal stretch on Owens. Trying to do as much pain as possible. Trying to get the best out of the WWE Champion. And the champ fights out of it. Meanwhile, Owens German suplex. Look at this. Look at Kevin Owens once again driving Walter. And I think it set in on Kevin Owens that you need more than that to defeat Walter. Kevin Owens has hit the stunner twice, one on the outside and one on the inside of the ring. And it is of Kevin's understanding now that he may need to do more to defeat the ring general. Belly to belly suplex by Walter sends Kevin Owens reeling. And now Walter picks up Owens! My goodness! That could spell disaster for Kevin Owens. That could spell disaster for Kevin Owens live here on Monday Night Raw. Owens powers out at 2. Walter has Owens down. Goes for another cover. Shoulders on the mat. Is it enough to put Owens away? Owens powers out. We are watching a masterpiece of a match here tonight between the WWE Champion and the Ring General Walter. Walter has Owens on the ropes. And it is, the atmosphere is electric here in London as Walter. Walter! The agility of Walter. As Walter goes for the cover, shoulders down, is it enough to put Kevin Owens away? Owens powers out of 2. It is absolutely incredible what we're watching. Absolute scenes here in London. People are on their feet in the crowd as we treat them to Walter versus Kevin Owens. Walter is in the ropes. Owens now sends Walter down to ringside, and I think we know what Owens has in mind here. Owens, powerbomb on the apron. And Owens returns to the ring, admiring his handiwork. Back outside, Owens breaks the referee's count. And Owens picks up Walter. Samoan drop on the outside by Owens. Walter blocks Owens' attempts here. Owens sends Walter back in the ring. Now Walter deposited once again to the outside. Now Walter on the barricade. Owens batting. Tensions! Drives Walter through the barricade. That was awesome! How could this be our first match of the night? Owens returns to the ring. The count is up to 6. 7. Walter is groggy. He's trying to get himself back up. He's groggy. Walter looks very dizzy. Owens is already celebrating. Walter trying to make it back to the ring in time. And Walter makes it! Walter makes it to the ring in time! But Owens! Walter made it to the ring in time before the referee's 10 count. Instead, Owens picks him up. And from the top rope, Owens set. Oh my goodness! Kevin Owens off the top rope, shoulders down, hooks the leg on Walter. Walter is still in it. And Owens maybe a little frustrated, heads to the outside. Wait a second. Kevin Owens. Oh, I think Kevin Owens may have run out of patience. If Owens uses his chair, this great match will be tarnished as Owens tries to use the chair. Walter blocks it. My goodness, Walter is not letting Owens even use the chair here. Oh no, Owens has it. Oh, and the steel chair. The referee has no option but to call for the bell. And then the stunner. Unbelievable. We are back live on Monday Night Raw. We're still trying to recuperate from that incredible match we just saw as we move on to another highly anticipated matchup.
The following contest is scheduled for one.
Wait a second, it's Bayley! Bayley! Just like she did at Extreme Rules, Bayley getting her hands on Rhea Ripley. Well, Bayley certainly wanted to make an impact when she made her return to WWE, and she's certainly doing so here. Twisting the arm of Rhea Ripley. Now Ripley. Well, Ripley trying to create some separation between herself and Bayley. We were trying to have a match between Ripley and Bayley here, and now Bayley once again targeting the arm of Rhea Ripley. Not once but twice in this match. Now Bayley gets Rhea back in the ring. And we have a match going. There's the bell. Here we go. Bayley and Ripley. Bayley quickly going for the cover here and a kick out. Bayley try to take the advantage on Rhea Ripley by attacking Ripley from behind before the match even started. Bayley with the multiple kicks in the corner onto Rhea Ripley. Of course, you gotta wonder exactly what's going through the mind of both of these women. Later tonight, we will decide a new number one contender at the WWE Women's Championship. Will it be Ember Moon, Charlotte Flair? Will it be Asuka? We'll also as well decide the number one contender at the WWE Championship. RHEA Ripley now at the mercy of Bayley off the crossbody, shoulders down and kick out. Go for this woman, former Raw Women's Champion. Bayley tries to go for the drop kick and RHEA with the reversal. Ripley now picks up Bayley. My goodness, look at the power of RHEA Ripley. That leads us into a cover, shoulders down. Is it enough? And a kick out. Bayley at the mercy of RHEA Ripley now. The momentum has definitely changed in this match. Great kick there by Ripley, and now slamming Bayley down, and RHEA Ripley is absolutely ripping into Bayley. To the ropes. Don't want to rake the eyes. Drop kick. Blocked by RHEA Ripley. Ripley pushes off, and now Ripley bounces off the ropes. My God, and now Bayley slamming Ripley repeatedly against the canvas. Meanwhile, Bayley looking to put Ripley away here. Face first off the canvas, down goes Ripley. This may prove to be the end of things. As we see a cover, shoulders down. Is it enough to put Ripley away? Shoulder! Wait a second. Is Bayley toying with RHEA Ripley here? Well, now she goes for a serious cover, so it seems. And RHEA Ripley got her shoulder up this time, and Bayley seems surprised. Shot to the face by Ripley over Bayley, but Bayley still holds the control of this match. She has RHEA Ripley on the ropes though. Ripley sent to the ropes by Bayley. Bayley ducks. And Bayley! That was a lariat! Chopping the head off of RHEA Ripley. And that leads us into a cover. Shoulders down. Is it enough to put RHEA Ripley away here? And Ripley gets the shoulder up. Frustration from Bayley in her return match to Monday Night Raw. Going for a dropkick. Ripley blocks it. Now Ripley sends Bayley over the third rope to the outside. I think the outside has already seen enough action for today. Oh, brother. And now Ripley. Speaking of Bayley, look at the power of RHEA Ripley holding onto the weight of Bayley. And now Ripley drops Bayley down. Oh my God, oh no. Our table being targeted again. Count of 6 though. You gotta be careful with the referee's count here. Both of these women may get counted out if they don't play their cards right. It's a count of 8, and now Ripley drives Bayley. Count of 9. Both women still on the outside. Ripley, though, with enough time to come back and earn the victory.
Here is your winner, RHEA Ripley.
RHEA Ripley beats the clock and races Bayley back to the ring in time to earn a victory over the Hugger on Monday Night Raw. All ladies and gentlemen, still to come, 2 huge triple threat matches, one to determine the number 1 contender at the WWE Championship. Matt Riddle, Drew McIntyre, and Ricochet who battle to see who will face Kevin Owens at Clash of Champions. And also still to come tonight, another huge triple threat. This will be our main event. Ember Moon, Charlotte Flair, Asuka, winner will get Shayna Baszler for the WWE Women's Championship at Clash of Champions. It all goes down in our main event. Raw tonight. We are back on Raw from London as we are set to determine who the new #1 contender at the WWE Championship will be. Will it be Ricochet? Will it be Matt Riddle? Or will it be Drew McIntyre? Capacity crowd here tonight in London as Ricochet steps up tonight for this triple threat match. We already have Drew McIntyre and Matt Riddle in the ring. Of course, you gotta know Kevin Owens has to be watching this match very closely. He's set to face one of these men at Clash of Champions in just a few weeks. There's the bell. Here we go. Triple threat rules, and look at this. Ricochet like a house on fire. Ricochet starting this match up strong, and Drew McIntyre looking to cut off his momentum at the half. Great reversal here by Riddle. Riddle takes down McIntyre, kick to the back. Turns his attention to Ricochet. Now Ricochet about to go out flying. And of course, this is one of 3 championship contenders matches we'll be watching tonight. Of course, we got our triple threat women's championship main event. And later tonight, good grief. Later tonight, you'll see Bobby Lashley and Finn Balor going one-on-one. The winner will face Keith Lee for the United States Championship at Clash of Champions. Meanwhile, powerbomb by Drew McIntyre onto Matt Riddle, and now Ricochet tossing McIntyre around. Very interesting field of contenders we've got in this match. As Ricochet steps up to the apron. Here we go! Nobody home! Now Ricochet driving Riddle face first into the canvas. But only running into Drew McIntyre. I say it's an interesting field of candidates that we have here, because 2 of them have never competed for the WWE Championship. We know McIntyre is a former World Heavyweight Champion, a former 2-time World Heavyweight Champion. But Ricochet, as he hits this huge DDT here on Drew McIntyre, Ricochet and Riddle have never competed for the WWE Championship. And of course, McIntyre himself has never been WWE Champion either. He's won the World Heavyweight Championship twice. Brainbuster by Riddle goes into a cover, hooks the leg on Ricochet, and there's Drew McIntyre to break it off. Reversal here by Ricochet, elbows to the face of McIntyre, but McIntyre looks to bounce back, picks up Ricochet, drives him into the canvas. That'll show him. Here's McIntyre dropping Riddle right into his knee, and it seems like Ricochet may be out of the equation for the time being. Good reversal by Riddle, goes for the kick to the chin, and Riddle! Interesting developments there, as Riddle hits the senton, and there's a Ricochet back in this match. The one and only heads to the top rope. Waiting for McIntyre to get back to his feet, and off the top! McIntyre gets the drop kick by Ricochet. I don't know if Ricochet got all of that, but he sure got enough of it. Springboard uppercut by Ricochet to wipe out Riddle. Now both men struggling to get up, and here's a Ricochet off the top rope. Elbow drop across the back. Ricochet now tosses Riddle to the outside of the ring. And Riddle in trouble as Ricochet's gonna fly to Suicida. Wipes out Riddle on the outside. Meanwhile, McIntyre looks to capitalize, but Ricochet picks him up on the outside and sends him face first to the cold hard ground here at the O2 Arena. Springboard, nobody home for Ricochet. Absolute scenes. We've seen nothing but great matches here tonight on Monday Night Raw, as Drew McIntyre drives Ricochet into the canvas, but Riddle hits the Alabama Slammer. Riddle kick to the side of the head of Drew McIntyre. And now we are about to get a cross arm breaker here by Riddle, but it's too close to the ropes according to the official. Like I said, still to come tonight. Bobby Lashley, Finn Balor. The winner will get an opportunity at the United States Championship. And of course, the triple threat Women's Championship Contenders match. And here's Ricochet off the second rope. Lands. Shoulders down here. Hooks the leg. Is it enough to put him away and a kick out? Whoa, going for the Glasgow Kiss. Great reversal there by Ricochet. That leads into a cover that's too close to the ropes. Cannot be completed. Ricochet cannot let this momentum go. He's got Drew McIntyre up in the ropes, and McIntyre sends Ricochet flying over the third rope. Ricochet on the outside looking in, and Riddle rolls out of the ring. Ricochet springboards. Uppercut to McIntyre. But it's Riddle the one who wants to capitalize, and he goes to the cover. Ricochet breaks it off. To the ropes, mid in the center. Riddle hooks him in. Bro Derek! Head of the Bro Derek. Referee making sure that Ricochet is in the right position. Shoulders down. Is it enough to advance to Clash of Champions? And a kick out at 2. We are seeing a hell of a contest here tonight, with the winner earning an opportunity at the WWE Championship as Ricochet pushes off Riddle. Riddle now in the corner. Ricochet, we're in the UK. He's about to take him out to lunch for a little shaky Nando's. However, McIntyre is there to thwart any momentum that Ricochet may have. McIntyre's going for the cover of the cheeky Nando's kicks. Hooks the leg and a kick out by Riddle. Riddle now going right after Ricochet. And McIntyre going right after. This is a problem with triple threat matches. You never know where the attack is coming from. And there's Ricochet bouncing off the corner. McIntyre was going for a kick there. Ricochet was going for a cross line. Back and forth we go. They keep reversing each other. And Ricochet is the first one to take McIntyre down to the floor. McIntyre, veteran C, rolls out of the ring. Now McIntyre with the test press on the outside. Here's McIntyre pulling up. Riddle hooks him in. Future Shock DDT! The Future Shock has taken out Matt Riddle. McIntyre making sure that Ricochet may not be a problem in this match. However, he gave too much time for Riddle to recuperate. Riddle now picks him up off the top, knee to the face. That turns into a German suplex. And Riddle has turned the ship around in this match. Shoulders down, hooks the leg. Isn't enough to put McIntyre away, and there's Ricochet to break it off. Riddle, however, picks up Ricochet for the Bro Derek. Bro Derek and Riddle wants to make sure Ricochet stays down. Off the top rope, but he wipes out the official. Riddle wipes out the official. Here's the cover. Hooks the leg. 2, 3, 4, 5. You can count to 100, but we have no referee. I think Riddle just realized what happened here. While Riddle was coming down off the top rope, he wiped out the referee. Riddle could have had this match won had he gone for the cover immediately after the Bro Derek. Riddle and McIntyre going at it. Ricochet's back to his feet as Riddle tries to go for another cover. The official is still not up as Ricochet breaks up that pin attempt and drives McIntyre face first into the canvas. And now the cutter! Well, now finally the referee is back to his feet, but Riddle is out of this match at the moment. Instead, it's Ricochet with the shooting star press off the top rope. Shoulders down here, hooks the leg to advance to Clash of Champions. Is it enough to put McIntyre away? And McIntyre is still in it. Here's Ricochet once again, landing on McIntyre, shoulders down, hooks the leg, is it enough to put him away, and McIntyre still in it. Kick to the plexus, recoil! And of the recoil on Riddle, is it enough to put him away? Advance to Clash of Champions, and Riddle still in it. Off the top rope, lands down. Shoulders down, hooks the leg. Is it enough to put him away here? Riddle in trouble. Riddle sticks in it. Riddle back to his feet, looking to fire back at Ricochet. And Ricochet very wisely rolls out of the ring, and rolls out of harm's way. Ricochet now in the zone of Riddle, but Ricochet with reversal, back and forth we go. Beautiful spear by Riddle. The spear may wipe out Ricochet here. Ricochet bounces off the corner, but he fires back at Riddle, sends him over the third rope. And Ricochet with a powerful kick at the ribs of Drew McIntyre. These guys have left their heart out in this. This is our first of 3 number one contenders matches as Ricochet gets thrown to the outside. Later tonight, we'll see Bobby Lashley and Finn Balor to see who becomes the number one contender at the United States Championship. And of course, Charlotte, Ember Moon, and ASUKA all fighting for the number one contendership at the Women's Championship. The Glasgow Kiss by Drew McIntyre, and this one may be as good as done as McIntyre hits the Claymore kick. What the hell? It's Walter! The ring general Walter, who defeated the WWE Champion via disqualification earlier, and now Walter wipes out McIntyre. Walter wipes out Drew McIntyre. Not once, but twice. But we're going to take a look at this one more time. As far as I'm told, Walter coming in and destroying Drew McIntyre in the middle of this triple threat match. There's no disqualification because it's a triple threat match. And now it's Ricochet looking to capitalize off the top rope. Shooting star press. And off the shooting star press, shoulders down, hooks the leg to advance to the Clash. Yes, sir, Ricochet is headed to Clash of Champions.
Here is your winner, Ricochet.
With a major assist by Walter, Ricochet earns his first ever opportunity at the WWE Championship. The one and only will face the WWE Champion for the title at Clash of Champions. Now let's make it official. There it is at Clash of Champions. Ricochet will challenge Kevin Owens for the WWE Championship. That is just a couple of weeks at Clash of Champions. But still to come tonight, ladies and gentlemen, here on Raw, Women's Championship Contenders match. Ember Moon, Charlotte Flair, and ASUKA all fighting to see who will fight Shayna Baszler for the Women's Championship at Clash of Champions. That is our main event, Raw tonight. And we are back live on Monday Night Raw.
The following contest.
Now hold on a second, I think, yeah, it's Finn Balor. Finn Balor is out here. Well, this just took a turn. We were supposed to watch a number one contenders match at the United States Championship, but Finn Balor has taken upon himself to get things started earlier. Now MVP is getting involved. Remember, the numbers game is going to get the best out of Finn Balor here. Finn Balor, now MVP again. MVP certainly getting involved in this match, and now Finn Balor with a sling blade to MVP. We got ourselves a real fight here. Finn Balor, like a one-man army, taking care of both MVP and Bobby Lashley. Here's Finn sending Lashley face first into the cold hard ground here at the O2 Arena. MVP once again getting involved, sending Balor against the barricade. I guess he'll never learn. At the very least, this allows Lashley time to get back to his feet and try to take control of these beating. Finn Balor showing how much he wanted an opportunity at the United States Championship, has taken upon himself to bring the fight to Mr. Money in the Bank. Remember, Lashley is a former United States champion who is also the holder of the Money in the Bank briefcase. And MVP has been the man to lead him to And we would like to send a special thank you to Paris for My Way, the official theme song for Clash of Champions, is available to stream right now on Spotify and Apple Music. And ladies and gentlemen, at Clash of Champions, the WWE Championship will be on the line. Ricochet will challenge Kevin Owens for the WWE title. Who's gonna walk out champion? We'll find out live at Clash of Champions. And after what we saw moments ago, we couldn't determine the number one contender at the United States Championship, so it's now a triple threat match. Finn Balor, Keith Lee, and Bobby Lashley for the US title at Clash of Champions. And now we will determine who will be challenging for the Women's Championship at the Clash.
The following contest is a triple threat match. Making her way to the ring from the Queen City, Charlotte Flair.
The Queen of WWE, Charlotte Flair, a multiple-time Women's Champion who would very much like to repeat that assignment and head to Clash of Champions to take on Shayna Baszler for the Women's Championship. We are just a few weeks away from Clash of Champions, streaming live right here on the Space, a Raw exclusive event. A little bit of a pit stop before the Survivor Series. And if Charlotte Flair wants to think about that Women's Championship, these two women will be standing her way.
And her opponents, first, from Dallas, Texas, EMBER.
Former Raw Women's Champion Ember Moon making her way out here. Moon herself has had quite a history with both Asuka and Charlotte Flair. So ahead of this match, she knows exactly what to expect. You know, Moon has had a holdout on the Women's Championship for quite some time now, but this will be a huge return if she gets a victory here tonight. But speaking of someone who hasn't held the Women's Championship for quite some time, this woman right here.
And from Osaka, Japan,
The Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, making her way out here. A former women's champion, first ever Royal Rumble winner herself. It's Asuka's world and we're just living in it. Up until recently, she was the women's tag team champion alongside Io Shirai. And the Empress of Tomorrow, Asuka, looking to get back on the horse. And if you think about it, all of these women are looking to get back into the opportunity. Shayna Baszler is a new face in the Women's Championship division here on Monday Night Raw. And all of these women are looking for perhaps a first time ever matchup with Baszler. It's Asuka, it's Flair, it's Moon. There's the bell. Here we go. Triple threat rules. The winner earns an opportunity at the Women's Championship. And I think it's incredibly important to speak about the history of these three competitors in the ring, because they have recent history themselves. Back in 2019, Ember Moon tried her mighty, as we see a cover by Moon early in the match broken up by Flair. Tried her best to take the Women's Championship off of Charlotte Flair, and she did so at SummerSlam back in 2019. But here's where the story gets a little tricky, as Moon hooks in Flair, plants her down to the canvas. That leads us into a cover, hooks the leg, and a quick kick out by Flair. Because Ember Moon went down with an injury, had to take some time off, and when Ember Moon came back with the Women's Championship, Asuka cashed in her Money in the Bank briefcase and took the championship from her. At WrestleMania 36 last year, Ember Moon defeated Asuka for the Women's Championship, and eventually Moon fell to Bianca Belair. And ever since then, Ember Moon has been trying to fight her way back into the Women's Championship, but not by herself. Flair also tried to climb her way back up to the Women's Championship ranks, and so is Asuka. And now all three of them are sharing the ring again for the first time in 2 years, with the opportunity of facing Shayna Baszler for the Women's Championship at Clash of Champions. A great reversal there by Flair. I don't know if you guys caught that. Flair got her leg up and stopped the momentum of Ember Moon. Ember Moon, however, still on top of Asuka. That leads us into a cover. It's too close to the ropes according to the official. But Ember Moon is dominating in the early goings of this match. Ember Moon, elbow drop to the chest of Asuka, hooks both legs to go to Clash of Champions here, and a kick out by the Empress of Tomorrow. Asuka going for the kick, and Ember Moon blocks it. Side Russian leg sweep. And Asuka slowly picking herself back up. But here's Flair tossing Ember Moon across the ring. Flair is a multiple-time women's champion. So is Asuka, but of course when it comes to championship reigns, we'll have Flair on top of everybody else in this match, even on top of the women's champion Shayna Baszler. And that's the thing, when it comes to the main roster, neither of these women have taken on Shayna Baszler one-on-one for the women's championship. Whoever wins this match is going to be walking into a first-time ever situation here in the main roster against Shayna Baszler, and we'll be able to watch some history at Clash of Champions. Flair stretching Ember Moon. Moon stretched by Flair, trying to make her tap out, but Moon fights out of it. To the ropes. There's the slam by Ember. Good reversal here by Asuka. And Asuka with the arm drag. That takes out Ember Moon, at least for the time being, and opens the door for Asuka to capitalize here. Flair with the cross line. Asuka goes down. Asuka fires back at Flair. Drop kick. Down goes Flair. And Asuka pulling Flair to the center of the ring. I don't know exactly what Asuka is thinking here, but I know Ember Moon is on the top rope. And we've got a stalemate. Everybody back to her feet. Asuka with a set of kicks to Charlotte Flair. And a huge kick to the face of Flair. And now here's Moon, and Asuka ducks her. Asuka ducks out of the way. Instead goes for the cover, and Moon breaks it up. And now Moon locks in Asuka for the suplex. Asuka rolls out of the ring, maybe out as the denominator in this match, and Moon turns her attention back to Charlotte Flair. Flair slowly getting back to her feet. Ember Moon looking down on Flair for the Eclipse. Head off the Eclipse, shoulders down, hooks the leg, took on a Clash of Champions. Asuka can't get there in time. Ember Moon gets the opportunity. Let's take a look at some of the big moments in this match. Ember Moon certainly putting everyone on blast. She came in this like a one-person army and hit power moves on everyone and their mothers in this matchup. Like we said, it was Ember Moon's world and we were just living in it. And if I were Shayna Baszler, I'd be worried.
Here is your winner, Ember Moon.
And at Clash of Champions, it is now official. Shayna Baszler will take on Ember Moon for the WWE Women's Championship. Well, thank you so much for joining us, everybody. Happy Halloween. Good night from London.